Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away, and today I'm going to be doing the next 4 stages of the Hachette Part Works build the Apocalyptic Mad Max Ford Falcon. And look, this is what we've done so far of the chassis. We've got the wheels on here, we've got the back section on, we've even got the circuit board in. But I don't think we're working on this today. Although saying that, I think we are extending onto this exhaust, and then we're moving on to something else. I thought we might be working on the engine, but there are fiddly bits, so we'll have to see how that is. Now, if you do want to get this for yourself, I've put a link in the video description. You've also got that QR code on the screen. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so we're going to be starting with stage 47 today. And as you can see, we've got the other parts of the exhaust, which I believe is coming out on the other side of the car. So we're just putting these together just like that. We don't mount this in this one, by the look of it. This is the rest of the magazine. So straight away, just by looking at what we're doing, because I did get a teaser of what's in the next stage, I can see this being a very, very, very quick pack. Let's get these out. So as you can see here, a lot of this has actually already been done for us. All the chrome mufflers are put on there and stuff. I'm basically going to be putting both of these parts together. So what I need to do is have, let's get this right. This part going underneath this part here, and then clipping on the top like that. So all of these are in a row here, and I'm ready to put some screws in. So first screw I'm going to be putting in, just going into here. Now these are the screws that come in this stage. These are PS 32 screws. Hello, I've got one stuck to my screwdriver. That's mainly on account that I've just magnetized this back up again, so everything's sticking to it. Okay, and then the last one, or the last two should I say, are just going into the end here. So one here and one here. Now if you do have a problem with screws not sticking to your screwdriver, I actually use a wearer magnet. Now these are actually available through MikeLaneMods.com, and basically all you do, put your screwdriver on and just swipe it like this. Now the arrow on it says go like that. I suppose you could do that, but I've always known to put the magnet in one direction and do it that way. I don't know if there's a correct way. But with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. So that moves us swiftly onto stage 48. And again, we've got the exhaust here, silencer box, and we're going to use all of this together, and then we are going to be putting this into the car. Screwing this into place, so that's then both done on both sides. And this is what I mean about the fiddliness. Look, we've got the steering rack. That's going to be fun. Okay, get this open. Take what we just created last time here, and I'm going to be putting in this part of the exhaust onto this silencer box, just like that. I need PS02 screws. These are the silver screws here, and get one in here. That's going to fix that into place there. Needs to be in tight, because then I'm going to be putting this top cover on, which is going to, whoops, make that one complete piece then. Once again, I'm going to grab a I'm going to grab. Look, this is the magnet now, look. See, because I magnetise this, it just sticks everything. I'm going to put another PS02 screw just in here. That'll hold that side together. And then 2 more just into this silencer box here. Haha, perfect. Put that to one side. Open up these PS05 screws, because I'm going to need them now. Bring over the chassis we've been working on, and this is just going to mirror what we had already put into this side here. So if I just turn this upside down, not too worried about the lining of the boot there. This is going to go in here just like that, and it is connected by the 2 points just there. That's what we got these black screws for. So hold that into place and turn it back round, and then start screwing this into place. So one here and one just here. You need to hold it from underneath so that this can actually bite. Perfect. And then I just need 2 more just to secure in these on this side here. So it's a case again lining them up and screwing these in. Now these I can see are being a very delicate part of the model now, so when we are turning it over, or if we have to put it on its side, we need to be conscious of these, because I can see these snapping off, which we don't want to happen. But with that in place, that is all there is to do in that stage. So I guess that means we're now working on this steering rack, which looks like this. I'm going to be putting this together like this, and we are going to be fitting this to the car as well. So that's how that's looking. Get this open. And the first part I need is this metal section looking just like this. I want it this way round because I'm going to be attaching part of the steering, which is the right tie rod, onto this section here. So it's actually going to go onto this shaft, as you can see. And I'm holding that in with a flanged DS04 screw. Now this time, all of these parts are metal. Oh, that was almost an accident. So probably best to lie this down when I do that, so I can get this in straight and screw that nice and tight. Okay, what I want to do now, in this shorter end here, I've got this piece of the steering rack, which is going to go through. There is a keyhole pattern here. It's going to go through here, this way round. Make sure this goes all the way in. Perfect. Once again, DS04 screw to put this into place. So now that's how that's looking. Now if I just have this the way round they've got it in the magazine, on this end here, I've just flipped that upside down. I now need the rack. And I'm going to want that this way round, so the teeth are facing me, and that's going to go in here like that. Once again, a flanged DS04 screw to hold that in place. You don't want these to be too loose like that one is there, so I am going to use my PH1 screwdriver to really tighten this up. We do the same on this side. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to open up these screws here, and I want to bring over the car, turn this upside down. I'm interested in this front end just here. Okay, you see this little channel that we've got just there. I want to get that rack to actually be sitting in the channel. So this can actually slide over like that. This is just going to be sitting in there exactly as you see it, like that. I then want to take this part of the steering, and this is what this shaft here is going to go down. Now this is going to be fitting over the top of this section here to stop that coming out. As you can see there, it does mean that I need to put this shaft in here, just like this. There we go. Make sure everything's lined up, get that rack in. So it is free now to move in there. That looks good. Get some of these DS02 screws, and I want to put one in each side here. Perfect, that's all fit in position. That's going nowhere. That's all there is to do in that stage. Which means we're on the last stage of this pack. This is half a century, stage 50. We've got the sway bar that we're going to be putting into place here. Again, we're adding this to the chassis, just like you can see there. So that's how that's looking. So to tackle this last stage, probably best to just actually take everything out that I'm going to need, including opening all of these screws up, because I have noticed we've got some pins to put in. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting this into place here. This is the sway bar. So this is going to be going into the recesses that we can see just here and here. Now we're going to be putting some pins in to hold this into place. So I've got the pin here. Just looking at it, we do have one rough side. So I want to put the smooth side in first. That's going to go through the hole here, through this part of the sway bar. Going to need my persuader then to bang that all the way through, so that doesn't wobble, that can't come out. Do the same on the other side. Again, put the screw in here. This part's the easy part. Lining up this screw with the hole on the other side is where it gets a bit fiddly. But once you've got it mostly in, get your persuader. and bang that all the way in. There you go, perfect. This persuader is in my Amazon store, just so you know. Okay, turn this over. And I've now got some PS11 flange screws here. I'm going to want to put these into these positions just here. One there. Perfect. And we've just already got one on the other side. You will need to support this from underneath when you screw these in. Let's once again turn this back over. I'm going to need to take out my sprue cutters here because I need to cut these two connectors off the sprue. Make sure I've got my PS12 screws at hand here, because these are going to be going over the top of this section here. Now we've got one locating lug and one screw hole. So I'm just going to get this into place. So that's one in there. Holding it with my hands. This is why you've got to watch those exhausts on the other side, you see. And I've got a little tiny screw hole here to put this in. I should be able to do it with my PH0 screwdriver. And that will keep that little connector on the back in place. You don't want it too tight. There we go, that's in. So then all we're going to do is do exactly the same thing on this side. These PS12 screws are tiny. So once again, I've just dropped one in there. Get my screwdriver. Oops. I have started it, so that's going nowhere now. And then just screw that in as well. And with that in place, that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So nice quick pack today. As you see, we've put these exhausts in the side there, and we've actually got the steering rack in now as well, including the sway bar. So all good. Don't know what's coming in the next stage. Once again, if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. You've got that QR code on the screen. That QR will also tell you all my merchandise store and all my Amazon stores in the US and the UK. So you'll be able to follow that. Anyway, I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.